Hey YouTubers, welcome to Discovering the Discovery. My name's Carl and this is my 2008 Fleetwood Discovery Model 40X diesel pusher RV. I just picked this up in December of 25. It's now April of 26 when I'm starting these videos. I didn't really have much time to do anything with it when I first picked it up. I had to pretty much put it straight into winterization. So it's been sitting here in storage. But what I wanted to do is I wanted to create this YouTube channel to kind of bring you guys along with me as I'm going through it and learning about it. I don't know anything about diesel pusher motorhomes. I've had other motorhomes in the past. I had an old Class A, a Class C. I had a tow behind trailer. They have a lot of similarities, but there's a lot of differences when it comes to a diesel pusher. So I wanted to go through the steps I'm going to be going through to make some repairs on this, check out how things work, just get an overall understanding of the whole thing. So you guys can come along with me if you'd like. So this is not going to be a how-to series of videos. It's going to be how I do things, how I've discovered things, how I figure things out. I'll ask questions of the internet. I'll try to find as much information as I can, but this is in no way telling you how to do anything if you have one of these. But I just want to show you how I kind of figure things out as I go along. So one of the things I'm not too fond about this particular model is it came with this outdoor entertainment system right here, and I'm going to take that out. I think I would prefer just to have the storage space. Also, it comes with this outdoor kitchen. This is all going to come out. This actually comes out on a sliding rail via this button right here. It'll bring it out. There's a 12-volt motor in there and it'll pull it out. This is all going to come out, and I'll probably just throw it in the dump because I have no need for it. I don't think anybody else would probably want it. So this is all going to come out of here. Again, I would rather have the storage. So those will be a couple of different videos that I'm going to shoot on this. So stay tuned for those. Another video that I'll be doing is going to be replacing these gas shocks, struts, or whatever people want to call them. These are all old. I've replaced a couple of them so far just to make sure that they would actually work, and they worked out really good. So I went back and I ordered some more replacement parts of these from eTrailer.com. If you're not familiar with that website, it's really good for like parts for RVs and things like that. Really good. And what I did was I just took the numbers off of these struts and I put them in Google, and I figured out kind of about what I needed. And one of the things that you learn about these is it goes by the length of the strut when it's expanded and about how much weight they can carry. So I found in my research that these here are about 17, 18 inches long when they're extended, and they vary either between like 30 and 40 pounds are the ones that I were able to find. So the ones I have on order, I believe, are 40-pound ones, but they're not here yet. But just to kind of show you, if I let this go, this will not stay up by itself. It will fall on its own. And there you see it fell down all by itself. So that's not what you want to have happen. So that'll be another project that we're going to get into. On another video that I plan on doing is this unit comes with two separate furnaces. These are propane. They run off propane. They have two zones inside the coach, zone 1 and zone 2. This furnace back here is working just fine. That one up front is not working at all. I'm not so sure like what it is. The coach did come with some documentation, and one of the pieces of documentation in there was about information about the furnaces, and I believe there's a troubleshooting guide in there. So on one of the videos that we're going to do, we're going to get into these furnaces and figure out why that front one's not working. Here at the front of the coach, this coach was equipped from the factory with an Onan quiet diesel 8000 generator. It's an 8,000 watt generator. Runs off of your diesel fuel from your main tank. And On some coaches, you'll notice that this unit will actually slide out. The ones that are front mounted like this, they are mounted on rails and they will slide out. On this coach, however, for this year at least, this was a stationary unit. It's actually mounted into the frame rails and does not come out. I took this coach when I got it back from where we purchased it from. I took it up to to a local Cummins dealer, and they went through the coach. They took this diesel generator. It had about 1,900 hours on it, and according to the manual, every 1,000 hours you're supposed to replace there's a drive belt in the back. You're supposed to go through it and do some 1,000-hour maintenance on it. So what I did was I asked them if were they able to do this, and they said, yeah, no problem. It was really easy. So they took this into the shop. They dropped this out of the coach. They went into the back. In the very back, you have to take off these covers up here, but you can't do it when it's in the coach. So they took these covers off, and they went through and they replaced the drive belt that's in here. They found some old, some of the hoses in here were extremely old and brittle and hard. They just really didn't feel comfortable putting it back together. So they replaced all the hoses on the inside of it. They adjusted the valves. They did a complete oil change and a filter change for this. And all of the filters and everything are listed right here on this panel. If you're not familiar with that, you can access your generator and your information should be right here on this panel. There's also an hours meter on here that tells you how many hours are expended. So I got all that done, and they also went ahead and went through the motor while they were there. This has the Cummins 6.7 liter engine in it, and they did replace the EGR valve, which is beyond my capability at this time. I wouldn't even attempt it, but they went ahead and did that. They did a full coolant flush on the engine, and they were able to replace some of the hoses on the engine as well. The drive belt, the serpentine belt for the motor, they checked it and they said it was good. They also put in a new thermostat, so that was that. I didn't have to do anything with that. So that's one of the things that we will probably not be going through on here, but at some point I'll have to do an oil change on this generator and a fuel filter change and an air filter change, and that's pretty easy. Those are accessible from the bottom, easy to do by yourself. Another project we'll be tackling is we are going to pull out this refrigerator that came with the unit. This is a Norcold unit, and it has the capability to run on electricity or LP gas, so liquid propane. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this refrigerator out and replace it with a residential model. So that will be another one of the things that we tackle in this channel. Another thing that we'll be doing is replacing the tires. If you'll notice, it's kind of hard to see, but right down here on the wheel, there is a date code on there that says 3521, which means that this tire was manufactured the 35th week of 2021. So it being 2026 now, we're at that 5-year limit where a lot of people say, oh, you should swap your tires out at 5 years because 96% of RVs, diesel pushers, tires age out before they wear out. So just sitting here doing nothing is probably true. They could get dry rot. They just sit here and sun beating on them all day, UV rays causing problems. So rather than be sorry, I'd rather be safe. So my plan is here in May, about the middle of May, I'm going to take it over to the local shop where I got this thing inspected, and they're going to put Toyo tires on the front. Currently I'm running Michelin's on all 6 tires. They're going to put the Toyo tires on the front, and then I don't really have any plans to take this thing anywhere anytime soon. So next year when I get the vehicle inspection done on it again around this time frame, we'll take the Toyo tires that I'm going to put on the steering tires. We'll put a new set of Toyo tires on the steer tires, and we'll move those Toyo tires to the dual tires in the back, to the inside dual. And then the following year we'll do the same thing again. We'll take the Toyo tires that are going to be on the steering axle, and move them to the inside dual and move the one from the inside dual to the outside dual. So then my tires will be on a 3-year rotational basis, and I won't really have to ever stress about them being aged out or worn out. So I think that's going to be my best plan. Plus, it'll save me, you know, a big expense all at once. I can spread it out over 3 years. So here we are at the back of the coach. Not really a whole lot to see here. This coach does have the rear mounted radiator. You have a cooling system overflow box right here. There is a couple of spots in here. There's one for to check your engine oil, and I believe you check your transmission fluid is in here. And then there's a transmission oil fill spout and an engine oil fill spout for back here. So I will be doing those filter changes and oil changes myself. I'm going to take this back to my house, get underneath it, and do all those. So those videos will be coming up as well. We also have for both the generator and for the engine, we have some what they're called easy drain oil plugs. And once the old oil plug comes out from the oil pan, we'll be able to thread in those new easy drain oil pan plugs. And what it does is it has a little valve on it, makes the oil changes a lot easier. So the next time the oil needs to be changed, you just open up that valve and the oil will come out through the little flow hole, make it a lot easier. So we'll get to see that as well. Behind this compartment here is where the batteries are for the house, and also access to get to the air filter for the engine. So that will be another thing that we're going to be doing as a video, how to get that air filter out of there and put the new one in. All right, well, I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Basically just a walk around of you know, introduction to the coach and the plans that we have to do to it. But you know, no repair work or anything right here at this moment in time. So I really appreciate you guys watching. If you like what you see, give me a thumbs up, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. If you have suggestions or comments, or maybe you have a coach and you have questions about things, yeah, let's collaborate and let's figure out these things together. Because like I said, I don't really have much knowledge about this, but I'm really excited to learn about it and get out there and get on the road and do some good RVing around the country. So thanks for watching.